Welcome to 86th. This is the podcast that dives deep into the service industry and with a little side of our personal lives. I'm your host, Alina. I'm the server.
And I'm your host, Jordan, the bartender. This week, we're going to be serving up our dating experiences as industry workers. And you're in for one hell of an episode.
We've seen it all, and you will too.
Welcome to the shift that you didn't clock in for.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, it's been a while.
It has. I do want to start off by saying thank you so much. I've literally had so many people come up to me or like DM us and just like say how much they love the episode, like how excited they are for
upcoming episodes,
like seeing what we're actually gonna like be talking about. And I just want to say like thank you, like honestly thank you so much, because I didn't think it was gonna be good. I literally didn't think, not only was it gonna be good, but like I didn't think anybody was gonna watch. Like, yeah, right. I literally thought it would be like our circle of like 10 friends. But yes, it's still, we're not a fucking empire, but
we're feeling very grateful.
Yes, I am. I'm so happy that you guys are loving it. We're loving it.
Yes.
It's just been so fun. We're on episode 3, so
it's just gonna get crazier and crazier.
Just gonna get better and better every week.
So, you know, tell your friends, tell your family.
Tell your friends to tell their friends.
Yeah.
She's back.
86.
So we are talking about dating this week. We both have some... we'll probably do like another episode about dating like later on. But this is kind of just like the service industry, how it impacts our dating lives now and in recent times.
They're very different. Yes. So Alina's like sunshine and rainbows, and as Jordan's always, like a dark cloud of misery.
She's dark and twisty
when it comes to dating. I'm gonna actually...
It hasn't always been sunshine and rainbows for me, though.
No, but right now, yeah.
At the moment, I'm sunshine, rainbows, happy unicorns.
And I'm drowning in misery. So...
Oh, Jordan, that makes me sad.
It's okay. If I cry during this episode...
We just have a lot going on.
Currently. And it has to, like, do with the restaurant industry, do with my dating life, like...
Which will kind of, like, lead into, like, next week's episode. But we'll talk about that at the end, what to expect for next week.
Yeah. So, honestly, instead of starting out with my dark and fucking...
We'll start with the good news and end with the bad.
Yeah, I think that's probably good.
Okay. So I will give a little bit about my personal life. So it does tie into the restaurant industry. I have my Nans, my boyfriend. So we've been dating almost a year now. We met at work. I was a server. He's my little bar back. We love a little restaurant.
I didn't work at the time that they met.
When I met Jordan, I was dating Jake.
Already dating him. So
his name is Jake. I literally asked him, I was like, is there anything I can't say on the podcast about? He goes, my name? I'm like, well, I'm doing that, so.
I call him very affectionately Pookie Bear or Pookie Butt, just Pookie because butt. You'll see he's kind of like the dad.
Yeah, he's like a dad baby, like
golden retriever.
Yeah, so when we say like golden retriever, black cat, Jordan, in me and Jake's relationship, I'm black cat, he's golden retriever.
Oh my god, 100%. And it's actually insane because you see me here like, and you think like there's no way she can get more of a black cat, but when I'm around Jake, it's like actually he's like so scary.
And like, here's one thing, there are people who it's like when they're mean to him, I get very defensive,
right?
Because
why are you being mean to
my boyfriend? But it's like when me and Jordan are together with him, we definitely do gang up on him.
Oh yeah.
And I become a clone of Jordan's attitude. Like me and Jordan are just like so mean to him, but it comes bad, but like it's from love.
From me, it comes from like a sisterly love that you can definitely tell. But like if it's like a random friend of like, or a mutual friend or a mutual person that me and Alina know, like they pick on him.
Yeah, because he's a very easy target because he's so nice, he's so kind.
He is very kind.
And like he's just like an easy target to make fun of. So I think people like kind of see like me
use it to their advantage.
Yeah, because I'll make fun of him.
Yeah.
But then like then they think, oh, it's like I can do it, but it's like no, like but I also don't talk to my man that way.
But I also think it's because like you are so friendly.
Yeah.
To everybody that it's like, oh, if Alina can do it, like Alina's never gonna get mad at me.
Yeah.
So,
but there are people on my shit list where it's like, why are you talking
about my boyfriend like that?
Yeah. But
don't fuck with Pookie Bear.
Yes.
Anywho.
But anyways, so I met Jake when he started like 4 days after me at a restaurant. He was just there. He was in college. He was just there for the summer. So I'll kind of give like how we like started our relationship. So our restaurant used to be closed on Mondays. One of our good friends, who was also a busser, he would throw like little Monday pool parties for us when we first opened.
I was never a part of that. Well,
you started when we started working on Mondays.
Yeah.
So he would throw parties on Mondays. It was literally like 2 weeks. We all became like freakishly close. Our manager literally was like, I'm gonna have to hire a whole new staff because there's no
good outcome.
There's no good outcome with how close they got, how quickly they got close. We all got really close. We had one Monday pool party. I didn't drink that much, and so like
that's shocking.
I know, but I'm like the kind of person when I'm not in like a comfortable environment, I don't like getting drunk.
Me either.
And these people were strangers to me besides Jack.
Okay.
He used to be a bar back. Pool. Yes, he was throwing the parties. He was my friend from high school. So I was friends with Jack, so I did feel more comfortable. That's why I went, because I was like, I have Jack. Right. We're not super close at this point, but we're friends. I don't drink that much because I'm not that comfortable. And then everybody gets absolutely hammered. Like, to the point where I'm like, where do I work? Who are these people?
Leave it up to our coworkers.
Literally, to just like take full advantage and just be like little messy fucks. That was the first Monday. The second Monday, now I'm comfortable. Now I've seen all of y'all hammered. Like I know y'all are
now
messy.
It's time to let me.
Now I'm comfortable to get messy in front of you guys.
Yeah, right.
The second Monday.
Oh God.
I get just a wee bit drunk, and
a wee bit is like a stretch here.
I feel like I can't say this. Like my mom's watching. Anyways, moms all over, family, anybody, skip over this. I hook up with him. We just like kissed, like nothing happened. We would continue like going out together. We would like kiss here and there, blah blah blah. Such a funny story when we had kissed that in a hot tub, and then it was close to the 4th of July. So me, Jack, Jake, and one of our other girlfriends, we went to the Dutch, which is like a local bar near us. Jack and the other girl go like to the bathroom, and so just me and Jake sitting outside, and he's like, he says to me, he's like, so do you want to like kiss while they're gone? I look this man dead in the eyes. I go, no.
Wait, like he needs help. Who asks?
Like, who asks that? But I literally looked him dead in the eyes. I was like, no. Because we had hooked up once. We were both, like, super drunk. I was like, why are you asking me that? And I was also like, we work together. Like, I don't want...
Yeah, I don't want it to be messy.
I don't want to be messy here.
Right.
I also wasn't that drunk that night, so whatever.
So what Alina's trying to say is that, like, she really didn't have... feelings.
Yeah, I did.
After, the first time of, like, hooking up with somebody, Alina, like, didn't fall madly in love with this man.
I wasn't... Like I said, he's goofy, he's super nice, but like at that time in my life, that wasn't my type. Like being nice to me was not my type. That's so bad.
That's so 86.
I know. 86 mean boys. 86 and guys who do not care about you. 86 and guys who do not care if you live or die.
Yeah.
Literally.
Actually, basically.
But at the time, I also was not looking for anything. Like I had just moved home from Westchester. I was like very much like boy crazy when I was living in Westchester. I did just want like, I moved home like I just want to do me right now. And they always say you always find them when you're not looking.
Right.
Yeah, so we're like hooking up, blah, 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 but nothing serious. He leaves to go back to school, and then it was always a joke in the beginning that I would always do like Sunday fun days. So like I would like either like go to Westchester, like hang out with my friends on my Sundays off, and like I always like if somebody like asked me what I was doing on a Sunday, I always had plans. So the week he moves back to school, he hasn't started classes yet. yet. He said, he texted me, and meanwhile we don't text. And he's like, he texted me, and he's like, do you have any Sunday fun day plans? And I was like, no, actually I don't. And then I was with my friend Jenna. We were driving, like we were running errands, like Target, whatever. And I was like, I don't. He was like, you should come to Manayunk. And I was like,
oh wait, this is really cute.
I know.
Why didn't I know that?
I don't know. You learn something new. She's like, oh my God, like, are you gonna go? Jenna also is like very much the type where it's like, I'm not driving 45 minutes to go see a boy.
Right.
But I was like, you know what? Like,
why
what
not?
the fuck else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, I have no plans today. I don't work tomorrow. Like, why not? I go and I see him. Very spontaneous to me. I don't do this either.
Yeah.
Like, so I go see him. We end up spending like every Sunday together.
And like, you're not like officially dating at this point?
No. So we are not officially dating, but we're hanging out every Sunday. We're going out together. Last year around this time, we had more staff, and we had like our manager would text and call people off on the weekends.
Okay.
And like I would always take the opportunity when he did, and I would go see him.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but we're not dating.
You were calling off work for a
I wasn't
boy.
calling off work.
You were taking the opportunity.
I was taking the opportunity to leave work.
For a boy. Alina, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, we were spending all this time together, and I was like, I realized I didn't actually start to like him until we started hanging out alone.
Okay.
So,
come this point, like where you're hanging out all the time, is this where like you developed and like realized you had feelings for him? Okay.
Yes. I honestly like don't even remember how he asked me out. Oh, I do.
Oh God.
So, well, first he asked me to be exclusive with him.
Again, this man with the weird ass questions.
I know.
Do you want to kiss right now? Do you want to be exclusive?
But it was... Yeah.
There's not on Love Island.
There's like a story behind it, but we won't get into that one here. But yes, he was like...
if there's a story, okay, but like this man like is like either watching a lot of Love Island or he's like...
he wants to be the new Pepe so bad.
Yeah, like, or he's just not normal.
Yeah. Well, I think he's just a very like traditional, I would say would be the correct word.
Yeah, but traditional is like, will you be my girlfriend? Not, will you be exclusive with me?
Yeah, but I think it's like, will you go steady with me? Is like the same like...
Okay, I clearly did not have the same like dating experience as you or whatever the hell you watched on TV because
it's like from TV.
Will you go study?
That's like an old person term, right?
Baby, I have never I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's like a old person term for
like maybe from like a rom-com, high school rom-com.
Exactly. That's probably where he's getting... I'm also Pookie Bear's first girlfriend, so I don't think he really knew how to approach things sometimes, but that's okay. We love him anyways.
Yeah, he learned as he went along.
Yes, exactly. We just became like a week after he asked me to be exclusive with him, we just... All right, well, this is fucking stupid. Like, you're my boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Us a year later.
Still going strong.
There's ups and downs, but...
All right, so I have a couple of questions for Alina.
I hopefully have some answers.
Especially about her, obviously, relationship. Maybe I can get some advice from this.
I don't know if we're the right people to take advice. I will say what we do works for us. It might not be like everybody's cup of tea. Sometimes it's not either of our cup of tea, but we get through it. We work. Like, you have to work at a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Very true. So obviously Jake was in the service industry.
Yes.
Is Jake still in the service industry?
He does sales.
So he's in corporate America.
Corporate. Yeah.
Okay. So he obviously has like a set...
8:30 to 5:30.
Ooh.
I know.
Wait, he works more than 40 hours a week.
Yep. Well, he has like an hour lunch break.
Oh, okay. Okay, so not really.
Yeah.
He works a 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. You obviously don't work a traditional 9 to 5.
Correct.
Has that ever put like a strain on your relationship, or has it ever been something that he just understands because he came from the service industry?
So I think it goes both ways. Like I'm just gonna keep literally repeating this, but like he is genuinely very understanding, very nice. It has not necessarily like, it's never like caught like schedule wise, it has never caused a fight or anything. Mm-hmm. However, I definitely like have gotten upset or sad being like, I feel like I haven't seen you. Mm-hmm. I don't see you for a week because he has to be up has to be up at 7, so we don't have like sleepovers on weeknights or anything like that if he has work, because when he gets home from work, I'm going to work, and then if he has to be up at 7, I'm gonna see him he's in bed by the time I get home.
Right.
We see each other like, I would say 2 days out of the week, because we see each other Friday nights after work, 11 o'clock at night, Saturday mornings until I have to go into work, and then Sundays we have all day together. So if you put it all together, it's like 2 days. So I definitely get like sad, but I don't think it's ever caused any like animosity, but I do think our relationship would be stronger and better if we saw each other more.
Okay. Because you have that feeling, like if you saw him more, is there ever a point in you where it's like, maybe I should find something else?
Oh yeah, all the time. Like I always, like, it's always, I think it goes for like any career really, but it's like my life would, like, things would work out in my life better if I had this or that. Everybody wants what you don't have. The grass is always greener.
Yeah, until you get there.
Yeah, exactly. But have thought about it. I feel like everybody kind of thinks like even if you're in corporate and you're thinking about going to the service industry, you're like, oh, like you would have all this free time in the morning. You could get so much done while it's still daylight out. Like there's positives and negatives to everything. But I have those thoughts.
Okay. I didn't know that about you. Yeah. I have those thoughts, but for other reasons.
Yeah. I think that, like I said, the grass is always green on the other side, but to quote, what is his name? Big Sean. But it's like,
didn't he just get arrested?
I have no idea. I don't
Oh no, Sean Kingston did.
Oh, really?
3.5 years. Wire fraud.
For what?
Wire fraud?
It's Sean Kingston. Why is he doing that?
I don't know. Him and his mom.
I'll ask him. But no, to quote Big Sean, it's green where you water it. You have to make the best out of every situation that you're in, and you just have to figure it out.
Right. Like if you want it to work,
it will, like, it can work. You just have to put the effort in.
Yeah.
And
come to an understanding.
Nothing's gonna be perfect. Nothing's like, we're not we made a joke, but we're not sunshine and rainbows. Like there's bad days, there's good days. My mental health does, with the industry we're in, does really struggle, and I think that's something that we have to work on together, because it mental health does affect your relationship, and it does put a toll on you, because in the back of your mind you're always like, am I unhappy with you? But it's no, I'm just unhappy where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
And so working through that together, and just having a support system through him is actually one of the biggest blessings. It is just really what you put into it.
Oh, so cute. Okay, my last question is, obviously when you're at work, like you said, you don't really see him that often. You spend maybe 2 days all together with him.
Yeah.
So when you're at work, do you have time to talk to him? Do you text him? Does he get offended when, you're in the middle of a rush and you can't answer something that he said?
So we're the kind, I know not all relationships are like this, but we are since we don't see each other, we text all day, every day. There are times, if I'm busy at work, I'm not going on my phone, obviously.
Right.
So I'm not answering him. And he's very understanding about it. Like I'm saying, he is
very understanding.
And a little angel on this earth, but he is very understanding. He has never once been why aren't you answering me?
Okay.
Why aren't you texting me back? So I think that's good. But sometimes on a Friday night, or a Thursday, especially Thursdays, because we are a little bit busier on Thursdays, he'll if I haven't answered him, he texts me at 6, and then it's 8:30 or 9. He'll text me, not expecting a text back, or he'll text me at 8, being is it busy tonight? How, basically being just checking in, how is everything?
Right.
You doing okay? You making money? How are you?
It's a quick,
when you, yes or no, answer when you can. If I don't get back to you until 10 o'clock at night, it's no problem.
Right. So, it's not he's getting butt hurt over the fact that, he's... So, basically, what I'm hearing is Jake's an angel, and Alina really hit the jackpot, and hopefully one day Jordan will do that, too.
Yes.
Just kidding. I'm, so emotionally unavailable. It's, not even funny.
I don't think, with all, the benefits, or not the benefits, but, with all, the positives with Jake, is, also, the return in personality, where, he's such a goofball. He's such, a little,
yeah. A little bit of a ditz.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, he's very just, he is just golden. He reminds me of Stevie. Just, constantly smiling, and you're I'm not sure what's going on in your mind. I'm not sure. Just to reiterate, Stevie is Jordan's dog.
My doggy.
Golden retriever. I think
When Jake met Stevie, it was literally looking at a mirror.
Yeah,
for the both of them.
Literally.
Like, they were just so content with each other laughing.
Literally. And I'm just like, but that is Jake. So I think someone with that personality, you wouldn't be able to tolerate. Like, you need someone who's like headstrong. Yeah. Like a leader. This isn't saying that Jake is not these things, but you need somebody who
is less of a goofball side.
Yeah, is like a grown. I didn't mean it like that. But like, no, I mean like has their shit together and has their life figured out. Right. And like I'm not saying support you as in like financially or like someone who, like, you need a rock in your life. Mm-hmm. Jake is very go with the flow.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm trying to say is I don't think you could be with somebody like Jake.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I like love him as like a sister.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And like I love that he's in my life.
A good friend for you, but you couldn't like with your personality, you couldn't go to him for any issues you had. Correct. And I think that's probably something. Knowing you, that's probably something that you value in a relationship.
Yes, it is very true. I don't think I have any more questions.
Well, yeah, that's me. That's my 20-minute tangent on just talking about my boyfriend. But mind you, I do want to reiterate, like, I haven't had a boyfriend since I was in high school. Like, so, like, it did take me a while to get to this point, and that's that. Love of my life. That is my dating story currently. Experience. This is going to be Jordan's. We're a little nervy, but here we go.
We are, but I'm definitely nervous. Just because I don't know why he would be watching this, but like if he is, like I like don't have feelings for you anymore, like whatever, it's fine. But like if he's not watching this, like I'm still definitely fully in love with this man. So here we are. Okay. I'm not going to say anything like bad about him either because I genuinely think he's like a really good person.
We
and
still
a
love
good
and
guy.
care about him.
Yes. So basically, when I started working at our restaurant, I was with this guy and we were together, I guess, like 2 years, like on and off, kind of like we took some breaks here and there, but it was like, he was never like out of my life. Like we always like talked and we always, whatever. He was always like a staple in my life. I grew to love him, grew to really care about him. Like he was my best friend.
Oh, Jordan. Okay.
I knew it was gonna happen. Anyway. Okay. That's probably not the first time that's gonna happen. Anyway.
This is like kind of fresh and new.
Yeah. So me and him had a lot of like trust issues, and there was like really nothing that I could do about it. And I mean, like, as much as I showed up for him and as much as like I wanted to show him that like I would basically do anything for him, he was like very concerned with me like hooking up with our coworkers. I would understand it if like, no, I wouldn't. I still don't understand it. Like really at all. I guess from his point of view, to like play devil's advocate, like when you spend 5 or 6 days a week with the same people, and our coworkers, like there are male coworkers, there are female coworkers, as the person in the relationship, when you're hanging out with those people for 5 or 6 days, like you don't see anything wrong with that. But as him, like he's like, I only see you once, maybe twice a week. There has to be something going on.
Yeah.
There was so many things that I had said where it was like, there's nothing going on, like trying to reassure him. There was a point in time, like at work, like I didn't stay for a shift drink. I didn't hang out with our coworkers. I didn't want to go out because I wanted him to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And I should never change for somebody, and I get that. But it was also...
But it's also like you have to sometimes sacrifice things to like make your relationship like thrive and blossom.
Yeah. And something... I don't know like what occurred or what he saw, but he went through my phone like behind my back, which honestly, like there's really nothing on my phone. Like I didn't care about that.
And it is like a violation of trust and privacy.
True, but like I wouldn't have freely told you my password to my phone.
Yeah.
So that happened. The like next day I had to work a double, and that was a Thursday. And I remember texting Alina being like, I think bleep went through my phone last night. The way that I found out, like
Jordan is actually, I would never like think to do this. And now sometimes I do it because she went to her screen time.
Because, well, what set me off was like the morning when I opened my phone, I never clear my apps. Like when you like swipe up and you like clear whatever, I never do that. So something like told me to do that. And my phone app was open to like a blocked contact of mine. So I clicked on it and I was like, wait, that's like so weird.
Strange, yeah.
Like, why is this person's contact pulled up on my phone? And I was like, no, they're still blocked. Like, but like I guess like intuition, like my gut was like telling me something was wrong. So I went into my settings and I went onto my screen time, and I remember falling asleep on like my so-called boyfriend's lap that night. And I remember the time that I was asleep, and I looked at basically like my messages app, my photos, Snapchat, Instagram was all opened in the time that I was asleep. So I obviously found out through doing that, and he was like still texting me like that morning.
Yeah.
But he was like being weird. He was being off. And I was like, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
Like, now I know you went through my phone. Did I do something wrong? No. Okay. So I go to work, and like it's like lingering like over my head. I text Alina and I was like, what do I do?
What do I say? Like, I'm freaking out right now.
100% no. He went through my phone. But like, I'm not freaking out. When I tell you there was nothing on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not freaking out that you went through my phone. But it's the fact that, like, why?
Yeah.
And then, like, why are you now acting weird?
Yeah.
Is, like, my whole thing.
And you're also telling me, like, nothing's wrong, but you're acting weird.
Yeah. So, obviously, I texted Alina, and I was like, I don't know if I should, like, confront him. Like, I don't know what to do.
I am the first person to tell everybody to confront somebody, to yell at somebody, like, be bold about handling a situation. I'm the last person to fucking take that advice.
Yeah, Alina's the last person to like actually put that into action.
Yes, but I will 100% be like, if I could get the mental strength to, I would. So you should.
Yeah. So basically I wait until, because I'm working a double that day, Alina comes in at 4. I'm eating my lunch. And I wait until basically Alina comes into work. And I texted him, like, did you find anything on my phone last night? Like, not giving him the chance to, like, deny that he did it.
Because at this point, I know you did.
Yeah.
So, like, don't try and tell me that you didn't. But also...
Right. So, his response back, like, quite honestly, like, might bring me to tears again. Because it was the most, like, vile text message somebody could send me. And it was, like... confirmation that you're a liar. That's like the first sentence he said back to me. To me, like, I'm basically so caught off guard right now. Like, he basically accused me of like hooking up with my coworkers because of the way that we text each other. So, pause. Like we've said, we're a very close and tight-knit family. At the restaurant, we talk every day. We text every day. We send TikToks. We send Instagram reels. I send pictures of my dog to people.
Yeah.
I send like random messages that, hey, how are you? Or like, did you make sure blank's invited? Did you make sure that, you know, like, is blank coming? Whatever.
So the way our restaurant is set up, you have like the bar area and then the dining room. The way our restaurant's set up, like if you're in the dining room and everybody else is in the bar and we're making plans, you're gonna make sure the person in the like the person in the dining room might not hear the plans, but you still want to make sure that they're invited. So I think the initial set off for this was Jordan texting
Jack Hotson.
Jack and saying, was Frankie, like, did you make sure Frankie was invited?
Or like, is Frankie coming?
Yeah.
I said something along those lines because I've been the person that's been left out of plans.
Yeah.
It sucks. It hurts.
Yeah.
I would have done the same thing if Alina was in the dining room. And he basically like just felt like I had
gone out of your way
to make sure that I was going to be hanging out with Frank on my day off, which not... in the realm of like reality, like not anywhere near what was going on.
No.
And me and Frankie are very close.
Yeah.
We worked at a previous restaurant together.
Yeah.
Me and Frank have a very close relationship.
Yeah.
I have also stood by Frankie when he was making bad decisions, when he was making good decisions. Well, I give Frankie advice. I'm Frankie's older sister that's younger than him.
Yeah.
Like, he is who he is, and I'm gonna ride or die for my friends. He is my ride or die friend.
Yeah.
So.
But that's the other thing, is that we're all so close and we all look out for each other and we all care about each other and we hang out all the time. So I could see how it gets like, if you're not familiar with that dynamic, it's strange to you. It's weird that you're hanging out with your coworker on your day off.
Yes.
Like you would never grab lunch with your coworker on a Saturday if you see them Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But it's like, who else am I going to ask to go get lunch on a Tuesday afternoon when
like nobody else has off?
Exactly.
So it was just a very hard situation to be in because I do still love him. I do still care about him.
Clearly.
And the anger that like I initially felt from okay. The anger that I initially felt from him, like, calling me those names.
Yes.
Like, it happened, like, a couple of months ago. I don't have that anger anymore because I see it from your side and, like, from your point of view. Do I think it's okay that you did that? No. Am I going to make an excuse? No. Because what you did was wrong.
Yeah.
Especially to make me feel that way because...
Yeah. I feel like you really value his opinion, first off. You really value, like, having I think you take pride in having a strong character and, like, being a good person and not being a liar, not being all the names he called you. So I think, like, hearing the person you care most in the world about calling you all these things that you try not to be is hurtful. It's, like, earth-shattering, where it's like, you know me best. You know me to my core. And if you really think those things about me, like, that hurts.
It's not that, like, I'm, like, still angry at him, whatever, because at the end of the day, like, I do see it from your point of view. If roles were reversed, I wouldn't like that either.
Yes.
But I would also, as a person, like, have a sit-down conversation.
Take the time to talk about it and not just jump to conclusions.
Yeah, and take the time to understand where you're coming from and, like, try at least to understand the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
So, backstory on him, he's never worked in a restaurant, I don't believe. So, he obviously doesn't get it. And he doesn't get, like, the dynamic and that, like, you can be friends with people of the opposite sex and not want to be, like, anywhere intimate with them. It's also, our relationship was a little strange in that, like, I am hyper independent and he was not, like, he hadn't been with somebody that was hyper independent or just independent. Like, he's been with somebody that was very codependent on him. So I think that difference, like, he didn't really know how to care and love me in a way that I was appreciative of it. And I also didn't know the way to, like, show him that, like, I loved him and that I was appreciative of him just being in my life. It was a very hard relationship as a whole, but also we were together for 2 years when we first started, like, talking and, like, being together 24/7. 2 years ago, I was a completely different person. Like, I was still working at the pizza shop when he first met me. Getting fired from that position, like, my grandmother died the next day after I got fired, and then, like, 6 weeks later, like, my favorite person in the entire world was diagnosed with, like, terminal cancer. The beginning of 2024 was an absolute shit show for me. And I'm not making any excuses for myself of the way that I acted and the way that I treated him, but there was. But
you're also going through a lot and you're changing. Like, those all the experiences you just listed change you as a person. It changes your view on life. It changes your attitude to others. It changes, like, how much, like, heart you give out. Like, you become a different person.
And for a while, I was, like, super depressed. So he had somebody to take care of. It got to the point where, like, I can no longer do this. Like, I need to, like, get myself up and I need to do something. So he watched me go through, like, extreme life changes. And, like, when I settled into, like, this part of my life, he always tried to, like, keep up, but there was always something where he just didn't understand. There was always something he didn't understand. And as much as I tried to explain it to him, like, there was always something, like, in the back of his mind being like, why does she want to be with me? Like, she could have somebody so much better that suits her needs so much more. It hurt me for when he would say that because, like, I don't think I've ever loved somebody as much or as deeply as I've ever loved him.
And I think, like, this is not to bash on him at all because like I said, we still love and care about him. But like I think it is it's an insecurity issue. It was insecure of him to go through your phone. It's insecure of him to say like, oh, you could be with whoever, like why pick me? I think that is like an insecurity thing where not necessarily his fault, because I think it means that he thinks so highly of you if you like are saying things like that. However, when you're with the person who is insecure, they have to fix that first. That will never.
It's always going to follow into a relationship if they're not going to fix it themselves first.
But I do have some questions for you.
I'm like scared because I've already cried twice at this point.
No, it's not. It's more just like relationship things. So the main reason you and this person broke up is because of our male coworkers and like our dynamic with them. Were you like, did he have any issues when you were you dating him when you worked at the pizza shop? Like when you were working at the pizza shop, when you were working at your most recent restaurant, like were you hanging out with coworkers then?
So I will tell you, the restaurant like directly previously from this current one now, the staff was mostly female.
Okay.
So there really wasn't any issues. But we were like rocky, I will say, just because like I am in a restaurant, like now I'm tending a bar, now I have bar customers.
Yeah.
Are you getting phone numbers? Shit like that, which is normal because like you've never been in a restaurant or not been in a restaurant, but like
you've never worked in it. Yeah, you don't know the behind the scenes.
Yeah,
which is what we're here to talk to you guys about.
Correct. And then at the pizza shop, there was a few of them were issues in his head, but again, at the pizza shop, I was working open to close Monday through Sunday. So 7 days a week, I was working 95 hours a week. So I didn't have a day off to spend with him. I would spend, like, when I got home from work at 9:45, 10 o'clock, and then he would, like, spend the night. But he would wake up at 5 and leave my apartment.
So I guess you weren't really either, like, hanging out with your coworkers either outside of work.
I mean, there was, like, times where, like, I went out, like, to the bars with a few of my coworkers, and I remember, which is so bad, but I remember, like, telling him, like, I was with one coworker when I was with another one. Because I knew if he heard like I was with one coworker, like it would just have been an issue.
When so you're trying to like, I was trying to save his feelings, but
also like save the
argument.
Potential argument, which I know like I should have never done.
Like, listeners, don't do that. But
don't lie and say you're with somebody when you're with somebody like another person. Like don't. But it wasn't because like I was hiding anything or there was something going on.
Wrong. You just would have led to a fight.
Yeah, and I mean like there were times like we would meet the other coworkers out, but like I drove with a certain coworker, like shit like that. Like it was just
trying to save an argument. I get it.
I think that happens a lot in a relationship, like where you say one thing, but like something else actually happened, and it's just because like you don't want to be in the argument, you don't want to deal with the argument, you want to save obviously like their peace of mind, but like in all honesty, it's just easier if you're just honest from the beginning. And then you know you won't ever feel like you're like under attack.
And my view on it is obviously I get like you're trying to like save an argument, but
I was also very young because I was still working at the pizza shop. I would never do that now.
I think that if you're doing anything that you have to lie or withhold from your partner, you shouldn't be doing it.
Exactly.
But if he had gotten jealous about anybody that you were hanging out with before, because I think it's like you work in the service industry for however many years, and then all of a sudden, like you guys are dating for 2 years, and then all of a sudden you go to this new restaurant and it's an issue.
No, I feel like, jealousy was always a big problem. I'm not a super jealous person. I'm going to say that right now. I don't ever really.
I'm not really a jealous person either.
Like if you're
I'm a kidding jealous person. Who's this bitch? Like my boyfriend will come sit at the bar after work, and then like a girl will like sit next to him, also just trying to get a drink at the bar. I'm like, who's this bitch sitting next to my boyfriend? It's like kidding.
Yeah, I remember like I had told him like I was like, oh, who's this bitch that gets a red heart? I mean, like, it was, like, his sister or, like, a lifelong friend or some shit, like, but, like, very jokingly do I ever, like, allow myself to, like, look like I'm jealous. I'm not a super jealous person. I
think we both have, like, a lot of, like, pride
Yeah.
Like, our pride is too high to, like, let us view.
But it's also, like,
view us as jealous.
It's also, like, I just don't have the time. Like, if you are going to cheat on me, if you are going to, whatever, talk to somebody else or, you know, entertain, like, another idea, I don't know. Like, in my mind, it's like,
go ahead.
I never had you in the first place then. And it's totally okay. Like, we'll leave it at that. Like, we're good. I mean, that's just, like, the way my mind works. And I know that's not very true for a lot of girls, especially in their 20s. But I've always just kind of been like, if it's that easy, I never had you the way that I wanted you. So we're good.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're cool. Like, maybe down the line we could be friends, but it's fine.
Do you find yourself when you're in a relationship, do you feel like you stay, how do I want to word this? Do you feel like you are the same person when you're in a relationship versus when you're not?
I think that's, like, really hard to answer because in the one that,
not saying that you're changing personality, like you're not like
I'm like
it's not
split
like
personality.
I'm Miss Angel when I'm in a relationship versus like I'm
demonic and feral.
I'm a fucking
when I'm
degenerate
single.
when I'm single.
Right.
But I just wanted your opinion.
In the one that, like, we were talking about in this episode, I think I was different, but to a point where, like, I wanted to be better. I wanted to put my extra time in something that mattered and would benefit my future.
Yes.
Because I wanted him to see me succeed.
Bouncing around over here.
That's okay. I wanted him to see me succeed, and I wanted him to be a part of that. So, like, when things ended, I mean, like, obviously, like, I don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
I don't want to be by myself and be with my thoughts and, like, think of, like, all the things I could have done differently or whatever. So, like, I did hang out with you guys a lot more and, like, the coworkers, and I started going out more and having more friends and being a little bit more outgoing.
But I feel like you still did that when you were dating him.
Well, yeah, I think that's why I think it's hard is that, like, every opportunity that I had to, like, spend time alone, I was like, does anybody want to go get a drink at the Trap? Because I didn't want to come home and be alone and then think of all of, like, the issues, I guess, that I created or he created or whatever. So I don't think, to my core, I think I'm the same person, especially, like, if we ever have him on this pod, which I doubt we will. Hey, if you're watching.
Hey. Hey, boo-boo.
But, like, he would be the first person to tell you, like, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
He would walk into my apartment and I wouldn't even look at him. Like, I would, like, wave maybe. If I was, like, watching something on TikTok, it was just, like, because, like, I am so happy you're here, but, like, that I'm not, like, a super excited, super overly emotional person. And maybe, like, he needs somebody that's maybe a little bit more emotionally forward with their emotions, but maybe that's something
that's for him to figure out.
I'll work on.
Like, from knowing you and being your friend throughout, like, the end, or, like, through the end of that relationship, now to you being single, I feel like you have stayed very the same. It's not like you're also busy, so I think that's also hard. But, like, you're not getting hammered besides the Rumpleman's night. That's
a story and a half.
Because we were sad. But that was the only time I thought you really, like,
acted out of character.
Acted crazy, wild. Like, I do think you have acted very, very stable throughout the relationship, breaking up and moving forward.
Yeah. And I think obviously there is a part of me that probably won't let go of him for a while.
But I think that's so important too. It's like remembering, even after a breakup, like, I feel like you are very appreciative of, like, the good times, the things he's done for you, the way he has been there for you as a through all of that shit. He's been there for you. So he is, like, a good, like, even if it's not even if it's a platonic way, like, he's still an important person in your life.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would never, like, sit here and bash him. There are exes that I will do that too, but him, no. I think that he came into my life for a reason, and he will probably always be in my life to some capacity, whatever that is. I don't know.
Sometimes it just has to be through from a distance.
Yeah, especially, I mean, like, the breakup and, like, the argument is still kind of fresh. So, you know, we, like, take it one step at a time.
You're working through it.
But yeah, the restaurant industry ruined my relationship. So there is two sides to everything. Yes. There's always a good and there's always a bad. Yeah. And I mean, obviously, as you say, like, I fucking cry about it still. to this day. So
we're getting there.
We're getting there. I don't know what else I have to say about that and about dating. I mean, at least like that was like our
stories.
2 experiences. We're obviously like, we'll probably do another like dating or we'll do a dating series.
Maybe we'll do like a few like dating segments or something like.
And like maybe we'll have you guys like
comment or like
give us questions if you want to talk about it.
Also, if you guys want us to talk about like anything else in future episodes,
let us know.
Drop a comment,
DM
us, TikTok, Instagram. Like, let us know what you guys want to talk or want us to talk about.
Yeah, that was a little bit about me and what I'm currently dealing with, and a little bit more gloomy and dark compared to Miss Alina over here. So,
but I just think like the moral is for you guys, best message we can give out is like the green flags in your relationship are gonna be clear communication, being open and honest. Like we said earlier, like if you feel like you have to hide something, don't do it. If you want to do something, like if you want to go out for a drink after your shift with a coworker, be honest. I literally text Jake every time I'm going out after work saying, hey, heading to the trap, hey, heading here, hey, heading to this bar with
so and so.
Or at this point he knows who I'm going with because I go with them every time. But yeah, he knows who I'm going with. He knows my coworkers, but just having that open communication will save you from a fight, will save you from feeling any kind of guilt about hanging out with your friends.
You both need to be like understanding of each other. So he obviously is in his nature very understanding, but with clear communication becomes like how you both from both sides can be in an agreement, in an understanding of like, okay, like you don't have to worry about this. Like these are people that you know. And
also just like having mutual respect for each other where it's like, I don't need to be going out and getting a drink after work, for my health, but also you don't need to be out with your friends until 2:00 every night. If you go once a week, once in a while, like once every other week, that's fine. But there is a point where you're staying out until 2 a.m. every night of the week or staying until midnight every night of the week with these people. There's no need for that because it's like you do also in the service industry need to make time for each other. And even if that's a phone call or like texting your partner, it is important to have that time that you're not out texting on your phone because then it's not a real conversation.
Right.
Even if you're not in person because the schedules are different, you need to make time to have you need to make time for that communication.
Right. So obviously to like break it down, let's do step by step. Always make time for somebody, especially if you want them in your life.
Yes.
With that time comes clear communication. And then with that clear communication comes the understanding. And then obviously if all 3 of those check out, like your love will always win. Like it's always going to come out on top. There's obviously a reason they're in your life. You are always going to be okay if you have those 3 things, especially when you're in the service industry, especially when you're a restaurant worker, because there are times like you won't have the time to make the time. You won't have the time to have clear communication every single time.
Yes.
But if you make the effort to at least have it, nurture it.
Because at the end of the day, life happens and sometimes you can't control situations. But as long as you're open and honest with your partner, it'll all work out.
It's always going to work out.
Not always, but...
most of the time.
But if you're in a healthy relationship...
yeah, it'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
All right, so...
weekly segment time 86 of the week.
What are we doing?
I just thought of mine, actually, on the spot. Well, do you want to go first?
I guess like I'm 86ing partners that just choose not to understand.
Yeah.
Or choose not to listen to you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's a struggle for the both of you to be in a relationship where one person is always trying to explain and the other person is so stubborn and they don't want to listen.
You can't have like an accuser and the accused.
But like... nothing to be accused of.
Yeah.
It's always going to be tiring. It's always going to hurt somebody in the end. So I'm 86ing partners that feel like it's okay to just accuse and not listen.
Yeah. Protect your peace. Yes.
Like me.
My 86 this week, and I've had multiple conversations with this, but I'm 86ing trying to change your partner and change their lifestyle.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one.
Thank you. But
snaps.
I'll use this example. When Jake met me, I went out all the time. I wouldn't say partier, but like I'm a big socializer. I like
social
to go,
butterfly.
Yes, I like to go out. I like to talk to people. I have a lot of friends. I like to hang out with my friends, my girlfriends. We go out in the city. We go out here, like all this. So, and he is very much not that. He is very much not a homebody. He likes going out, but
he likes to be close.
Yes.
To home.
Yes. So if it was a situation where it was like, we start dating, this is just purely hypothetical, but it's like we start dating and then it's like, oh no, you can't go out with your friends. Oh, like you're drinking too much, like you're going out too much. Why are you doing this? You met me like this. You cannot just be, obviously, like I said, being respectful of the fact that you're in a relationship, making time for that other person. However, if I went one night a month to go out with my girlfriends, that's who I am as a person. You can't change me. You can't change.
Or expect me to want to
change and be a different person because now I'm in a relationship. I think sometimes it happens naturally, but it has to be a thing that I want to do.
And I think, there are times, I will say, like, this isn't saying, like, if you used to go out all the time and now you're in a relationship and you don't go out all the time, maybe you needed that lifestyle change.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think now that I'm in a relationship, I am much more reined in, but I think I needed that.
Yes.
I think that for my health and my mental health.
But like internally, you realized but you weren't changing it yourself.
I needed peace in my life, and I think that it has helped me achieve that peace. However, I still love to go out. I still love to hang out with my friends. I still am very social and a social butterfly. However, I'm very much more now centered and relaxed and grounded. Yes. Exactly. Okay. So I'm 86ing partners trying to change their other partner.
Yeah. Because nobody wants to change.
Yeah. Love me for me or don't love me at all.
There you go. I love that. Anyway, I think that is where we're going to wrap up.
I think that sums everything up.
Our dating experience episode.
Like I said, if you guys want
anything else about dating, any questions about dating,
questions, any other topics you want us to discuss,
or
please
if you
let
have
us know.
Literally any questions about Alina's love life, or don't ask me about mine because I'm just going to cry the entire episode. Clearly.
Yes.
Clearly. So, you can ask me about mine. It just might be a little bit of a struggle to get through.
But again, just follow us on all social media, TikTok, Instagram,
Spotify,
and YouTube are all going to be 86 the podcast. Spotify is just 86. Spotify and YouTube are linked in our bio on Instagram. So check us out on there. And yes,
I guess. Oh, wait, stay tuned for next week's episode. That's episode 4. We're gonna
deep dive. We talk a little bit about it. And clearly through this episode, you can see that it's low, but we're going to be talking about mental health.
It's low. Morale is low.
Morale is low. But that is what we're going to talk to you guys about. We're going to have our own little therapy session, and it'll be great. Yeah. Maybe we'll problem solve a little bit for ourselves. Or hopefully we can help. If we can't help ourselves, maybe we can help one of you guys.
Or maybe one of you out there can help me.
Yeah, if you guys have if any licensed therapists are out there.
No, my therapist is literally gonna watch these and be like,
Jordan, emergency session.
And be like, okay, field day coming soon.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You got it, babe. All right. Well, if you loved it, tip your service industry workers.
And if you hated it, you're already 86 to us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Bye.